Paul told us in Ephesians 4:1 that we're to walk in a manner worthy of the calling with which we've been called. That goes back to chapter 1, verse 4. This is not on my notes, Dana. Stay right where you're at. And in Ephesians, Paul says that we are called to be holy and blameless. That goes all the way back to Exodus 19. We're supposed to be a priesthood and a holy nation. You're never going to achieve this holiness. That's the sanctification process. So the moment the believer makes a declaration of faith, what happens is the Holy Spirit comes inside of you. And then the Holy Spirit helps you walk out the faith day by day. And then you interact with the Holy Spirit and God by reading this Word. It's called illumination. What happens is the Holy Spirit takes this Word and He makes it come to life to you. Have you experienced that? Or is that just something I've experienced? Or when you read it, it's like the words come up off the page and God's talking to you? Or you can read a story of a person in the Bible and go like, man, I can relate to that person today. And all of that is meant to help the believer stay walking in a manner worthy of the calling. Abiding in Him, you will walk as He walked, John says. You see, God rules over the universe. He is sovereign over creation, and He's founded everything upon this perfect righteousness and justice. God does not act like some unfair referee in a game, just sweeping sin under the rug, hiding it like it does not matter. When I've told you guys this, I thought for many, many years before I really surrendered my life to the Lord that, well, will you make it to heaven? Barely. There is no barely. You're either in or you're out. There is no barely. You're in or you're out. And if you've made a declaration of faith in Jesus Christ and you walk it out, you're saved. No matter what the tempter tells you. He will lie to you. He will make you question it. But the more you read this, you go, stop lying to me. I just flick him away now. You're lying to me. Because I know what this says. And you can't deceive me anymore. You're not going to make me fall for that thing again and again. And I know you may not be where I'm at, but I can tell you that there is no barely. I used to say, I'm going to be like this. I'm going to steal second base on them. And they're going to be shutting the doors and I'm going to slide in right at the last minute. And, woo, I made it in. God's going to be like, well, there He is. That's what I used to think to myself. I used to tell people that as a joke. I'm going to barely make it. There ain't no barely. You're either in or you're out. And if you have saving faith, but maybe you don't feel like it, you need to drink this in until it's overflowing. Like a pitcher in your sink when you're making lemonade and you forget to turn the faucet off and it's overflowing over the sides. There's so much of it in there that like you can't be swayed easily by like the lies and the temptations of the tempter who's trying to knock us off course.